Hi students, I hope you are doing well. So welcome again. It's been a couple of weeks since the last time that we had a video, but here we are. Okay, so I am going to be sharing my screen and probably you are going to see me a little bit smaller later on. But before I share my screen to show you the activity for this week, I am going to do a couple of things in here so that you can see me full screen, because I am not sure if the actual image of myself is gonna be too small. So yes, I will be translating Spanish and English for the benefit of the Spanish speaker students. So let me say in Spanish. Hola estudiantes, espero que estén bien. Hace ya un tiempito que no nos vemos, pero aquí estamos nuevamente. Vamos a comenzar nuevamente con el instrumento y esta semana vamos a estar haciendo un video. En este video les voy a compartir mi pantalla para que vean la actividad que van a hacer esta semana, pero antes de eso voy a mostrarles unas cuantas cosas, yo estando en toda la pantalla, porque no sé si cuando comparta mi pantalla con ustedes yo me vea muy pequeño. Entonces, si me veo bien, pues chévere, pero si no, pues ya les mostré lo que vamos a trabajar. Ok, chicos, vamos a estar trabajando, vamos a estar haciendo varias cosas en el día de hoy, ¿ok? Ya nosotros estuvimos practicando, poniendo nuestra mano aquí en el instrumento, en el shoulder, en el hombro del instrumento, y ya nosotros hicimos el plucking y hicimos 4 quarter notes, 4 negras en cada una de las cuerdas. Déjame decirlo en inglés. So far, guys, we did a couple of things, and one of those things is that we put our instrument in place, and we put our hand in the shoulder, and we plug the strings. We play 4 quarter notes on each string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you go back to the previous videos, you're going to see that. So guys, today we are going for the first time to use that hand that is in the shoulder right here to use our fingers to play on the strings, okay? So that's what we are going to be working with today. And everyone's violin should have already 4 stripes. 1 close to the head, 2, 3, and 4. And as you can see, there is different space in between, right? These two are a little bit closer, and this one is a little bit far, like this one from these two in the middle, okay? So today we are going to be using the index finger, the middle finger, and the ring finger. Fingers 1, 2, and 3 of the left hand, okay? This is my left hand. If you see me, the hand that I hold the instrument is the left. This one is my right hand, okay? This one is my right. This one right here is left. Got it? So, en el día de hoy vamos a estar haciendo por primera vez, utilizando nuestra mano izquierda para presionar las cuerdas, y vamos a estar presionando esas cuerdas en cada una de esas líneas que ves ahí. Tenemos 4 líneas, ¿verdad que sí? Tenemos estas dos que están un poquito separadas la una de la otra y estas dos que están más pegaditas, ¿ok? Los dedos que vamos a estar utilizando en el día de hoy van a ser el dedo índice, el dedo del medio y el dedo que anular, creo que es este, el dedo donde va el anillo, ¿ok? 1, 2 y 3. Y entonces vamos a estar haciendo la posición del instrumento como ya lo habíamos aprendido. Recuerda que el instrumento va sobre tu hombro izquierdo. Esta de aquí es mi mano izquierda. Esta de aquí es mi mano derecha. Remember, this is my right hand. The right hand is the one that we use to hold the bow. And the left hand is the one that we use to play the instrument. Okay? So left, right. Okay? So let's start by doing this. We are going to bring the instrument into playing position. And we are going to bring our hand like this. And we're going to put it right there on the neck. On the neck, very close to the head. I don't know if you can see it, but my hand is going to be facing me. And I am going to be holding the neck with the thumb and the index finger right there, okay? So this is what we are going to do. As you can see, there is a space on the bottom of my thumb and index finger. There is a space down here still, okay? You should have that space. Thumb in one side, index in the other. And this is how we are going to put our hand, okay? As you can see, my wrist is straight. The palm is facing me. I am looking towards the palm, okay? ¿Cómo es que vamos a hacer esto? Ponemos el instrumento en posición y la mano que estaba en el hombro va a venir ahora al instrumento, ¿ok? Y la mano que va a estar ahí en el cuello va a estar pegadita a la cabeza, bien cerca de la cabeza. Y si se fijan aquí, hay una abertura aquí debajo. No vas a dejar descansar el instrumento entre medio de tus dedos así. Va a haber una abertura en la parte de abajo, ¿ok? So, la mano va a estar aquí y el instrumento va a venir aquí, ¿ok? No es acá abajo, es aquí. Así es como se supone que la mano se va a estar viendo, ¿ok? El dedo pulgar en un lado y en el otro lado en el dedo índice. ¿En qué parte del dedo índice? Si te fijas, en esta primera línea, en esta línea aquí, conecta la palma de la mano con el dedo con la palma de la mano, ¿ok? Entonces, déjame ir a inglés para explicarle a los de inglés. So guys, this is what we're going to do. We are going to press the D string. Remember, for violins, we got evil, aliens, destroy, galaxies. Evil, aliens, destroy, galaxies. For the violas, we have all dogs get cats. All dogs get cats. Okay? And for the cello, it's the same. We got all dogs get cats. And for the bass, it's a little bit different. For the bass, it is a little bit the opposite. It's the same thing as the violin, but in the opposite direction. Meaning, we know that violin starts with evil, aliens, destroy, galaxies, and galaxies is the last one on the left. So it's the opposite for the bass. So when we have the bass like this, and this is for my bass students. If you are not a bass, you don't need to pay attention to this, okay? So the strings for the bass are going to be G, D, A, E. Okay? So it's the same order as the violin, but the strings are organized different, okay? So violins is evil, aliens, destroy, galaxies, and the basses are galaxies, destroy, aliens, evil, basically, okay? So that's something important that you need to keep in mind. Again, violins, evil, aliens, destroy, galaxies. Violas, we got all dogs get cats. Cello, we have all dogs get cats. And bass, we have G, D, A, E. G, D, A, E. ¿Ok? So, para mis estudiantes de español, ya sabemos que las cuerdas son evil, para los violines son evil, aliens, destroy, galaxies. Y para las violas tenemos all dogs get cats. ¿Ok? Para el cello es de igual manera. All dogs get cats. Y para el bajo es un poquito diferente. Igual que el violín, pero cambiando las cuerdas de posición. Comenzamos con la G, después vamos a la D, después vamos a la A y después vamos a la E. ¿Ok? So, as you can see, this is what we are going to do. Finger number 1, we are going, all the fingers, we are going to press today the D string, okay? So our fingers are going to be pressing the Evil Aliens D, the D string, okay? So our first finger will come to this first tape right here. And we are going to put it there, kind of like a hook, okay? Kind of like a hook. Having your hand there, you're going to put your first finger there on the first tape, as you can see, okay? Can you see it? Perfect. So that's the first finger. Second finger, the middle finger, will come to the second tape. And then the third finger will come to the third tape. As you can tell, these two fingers are here together because of how close the tapes are. And the one that is a little bit separate is the index finger, okay? From here, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to see it, but from here, you can see it a little bit better. If I move my thumb down, as you can see, these two are close to each other, and this one is a little bit separate. And as you can see, first finger on the first tape, second finger on the second tape, third finger on the third tape, okay? Is that clear? So, vamos a poner los dedos en la cuerda de D, en la cuerda de Destroy. Y esa es esta cuerda de aquí. Y el primer dedo va en ese primer tape. El segundo dedo ya viene para este segundo tape de aquí. Y el tercer dedo ahí al ladito del segundo porque el tape está cerca de el segundo dedo. Y de esta manera quedaría. Vamos a hacer como unos hooks más o menos así. Ponemos la mano, primer dedo, primer tape, segundo dedo y tercer dedo en el tercer tape. Y si se fijan, mi mano todavía está derecha. No vamos a hacer esto. Esto es incorrecto. We are not going to have our wrist like this because this is not normal. We are going to keep it straight, okay? That's important to keep in mind. Para mis amigos de español, si se fijan aquí, el primer dedo sobre el primer tape, el segundo dedo sobre el segundo tape y el tercer dedo sobre el tercer tape. Estos dos dedos están cerca del uno del otro, al lado del otro, y este es el único que está un poquito separado. Si te fijas, puedo poner mi dedo ahí entre medio, ¿ok? So, those are the three fingers that we are going to use. When we play the D string, without having any fingers, the sound that we are playing is the sound of D. When we put first finger on the first tape of that D string, the sound change, and now the sound is gonna be the sound of E. When you put the first finger on the D string, the sound now is gonna be the sound of E. So without fingers is the sound of D. With one finger is gonna be the sound of E. Cuando no tenemos ningún dedo y tocamos la cuerda D, el sonido que estamos produciendo es el sonido D. Cuando ponemos el primer dedo en ese primer tape, en esa primera cinta, el sonido que ahora tocamos es diferente y ese es el sonido de E, letra E. ¿Ok? So, D sin dedos, un dedo en la cuerda D va a ser el sonido de E. ¿Ok? Now, we are going to add our second finger. When we add our second finger on the second tape right here, now the sound is not going to be E anymore. The sound is gonna sound like this. As you can tell, sounds different, right? If I keep one, sound like this. If I put the second one, it sounds like this. That second finger is producing the sound of F sharp, okay? F sharp, F with the number sign, okay? F with the number sign. That's F sharp with two fingers. Tocamos D sin dedos. Primer dedo es sonido de E. Cuando tocamos la cuerda D, acuérdate, mis dedos están presionando la cuerda D. Mi segundo dedo ahora va a estar presionando la segunda cinta en la cuerda D. Y el sonido va a ser el sonido F sostenido. F con el símbolo de número. ¿Ok? So tenemos D, E, F. So we got D, E, F. And now the third finger will produce the sound of G. El tercer dedo producirá el sonido de G. Y va a ser de esta manera. Tres dedos, como les había mencionado ahorita, el tercer dedo en el tercer tape. Y el sonido de G va a ser así. As you can see, it sounds different. Como pueden ver, el sonido suena diferente. So tenemos D, E, F y G. Algo que se van a encontrar es que es posible que no les vaya a sonar como está sonando el mío. La razón por la cual está sonando de esa manera para ustedes probablemente es porque no están presionando lo suficiente. Esa cuerda van a tener que presionarla y se van a hacer unas pequeñas marcas en sus dedos. No sé si pueden ver en mis dedos, pero se van a hacer unas pequeñas marcas ahí en tus dedos cuando presionas esas cuerdas. ¿Ok? So, ahora les voy a compartir la pantalla para que vean la actividad que vamos a estar trabajando en el día de hoy. No sé cuán pequeño me veo, pero aquí estamos. Esto es para el violín y les voy a mostrar el de la viola y luego les voy a explicar el de el cello y el bajo. So, first, those fingers that I just showed you are for violin and viola. For cello and bass, it's going to be a little bit different, and I will explain it a little bit later, okay? But take a look of the instructions of what we're going to do here. So for violins, we are going to do basically three different things on this assignment. As you can see, here we have the letters, and the fingers and where they are located in the music sheet, okay? So we got D, 0 fingers. We got E, which is 1 finger. We got F sharp, which is 2 fingers. And we got G, which is 3 fingers. Where all those 3 fingers will go on the D string. As you can see here, D without fingers, E first finger, F sharp second finger, G third finger. That's where your fingers should be located, okay? Si se fijan aquí en el diagrama, aquí tenemos el papel musical. Tenemos la D, 0 dedos, la E, 1 dedo, la F sostenida con el símbolo de número, 2 dedos, y la G, 3 dedos, ¿ok? Y aquí tenemos el diagrama para que vean cómo es que se supone que van los dedos. La D, 0 dedos, E en el primer tape, F en el segundo tape y G en el tercer tape, ¿ok? Si miramos aquí abajo, ¿qué nota musical tenemos aquí? ¿Qué letra sería? Si vemos acá, la posición en donde estas 4 están localizadas es esta. So, estas 4 de aquí son letra D. ¿Ok? Y el primer paso para hacer esta actividad es que nosotros vamos a llamar la letra. ¿Qué letra dijimos que eran estas 4 de aquí? Mira dónde está localizado, es la D. So, vamos a identificarlas. Este es D, 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 D. ¿Ok? Y si seguimos un tiempo, si seguimos el metrónomo, que lo tienen en la página. So, déjame buscarlo yo también. Ajá, metronome. Come on, let's go. Ok, el internet está como que no está funcionando bien. Ya. Vamos a ver ahora. Ahora sí. Si ponemos el metrónomo, vamos a ponerlo en 70. Si lo escuchas, vamos a seguir ese metrónomo. Sería D, 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 D. Muy bien. ¿Verdad que sí? Sucesivamente. Vamos a detenerlo. Esta nota de aquí, si se fijan, está en la primera línea. ¿Cuál es la nota que va en la primera línea? La nota que va en la primera línea es un dedo, que sería la letra E. So, tenemos aquí E, 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 E. Si seguimos el metrónomo, 1, 2, 3, 4. E, 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 E. Okay, students. So I was explaining there basically the first part of the assignment, which is step 1. Can you name each letter? Note, letter note, actually. So if you take a look of these 4 notes right here, each one are located underneath the first line, right? So which is the letter that goes underneath the first line? D. So if you use the metronome on the website, I linked a website that has a metronome. Actually, if you go to Google and you put metronome, the word metronome, you are going to see a metronome. We're going to use it on 70. And you can listen to it, and we are going to follow the tempo to sing these 4. We said that these 4 are letter D, right? So we are going to name each letter note. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 D. Okay? Let's take a look at the next measure. These notes are in the line, right? We got 4 quarter notes, which is 1 beat each one. On this line, which note is this one? If we come here to the diagram, the note in the first line is gonna be E. So which is gonna be 1 finger, okay? So if we put the metronome, we are going to have E, 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 okay? That's how it goes. And we are going to keep moving forward, identifying the notes using the diagram, and that's step number 1. What is step number 2? Can you plug and sing the letter names? Can you plug? Remember plugging, doing pizzicato? That is the step number 2 that we have there, okay? That is the step number 2 that we have there that we are going to actually use. So we got D, 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 right? So if I use the metronome, and 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 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 D. That's the first measure, right? We said that the second measure is E, right? We got how many E's? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 E's. Let's go for that. Remember that E is the first finger on the first tape right here, okay? Pressing on the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, 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 E. ¿Ok? Mis chicos de español, espero que hayan entendido lo que expliqué. Básicamente, aquí tenemos D y acá tenemos E. Y el segundo paso, que lo tengo aquí en azul, es tocar con el dedo índice la cuerda como ya lo habíamos hecho anteriormente. Utilizamos el metrónomo y tocamos el primer measure, el primer compás. Tenemos 4 notas negras y esas 4 notas negras son D, ¿verdad? Eso sería, si seguimos el metrónomo, lo haríamos de esta manera. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 D. Si continuamos para el segundo compás, tenemos 4 letras E, dijimos, ¿verdad que sí? Entonces tenemos pero lo vamos a tocar. Primer dedo, en el primer tape, tenemos 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I want you to practice that, not just with those two, but with the whole exercise that you see here, okay? And we are going to actually continue with the next one, which is this one in here. Which note is in this space right here? If we take a look right here, which one is here? Oh, this one. So which one is this one? Ah, that's F sharp. And we know that F sharp is the second finger on the second tape right here, pressing the D string, okay? So that's 4 Fs, and it's gonna be like this. F, 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 F. Mis chicos de español, tenemos 4 notas aquí y están en este espacio. Si se fijan acá en el diagrama, ¿qué nota sería esta de aquí? F, dice dedo 2. So vamos a utilizar dedo 1 y dedo 2. Eso es lo que vamos a estar haciendo ahora. 1, 2, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 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 F. Okay, you got it? Next one, we got these notes in this line. Which notes are that one? Oh, if we come here, oh look, that's G with the 3 fingers. So I need to use 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so let's do that one too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Así, si se fijan aquí, chicos, en esta última, esta nota está en esa segunda línea. Y si vemos acá, esa es la nota G. 3 dedos, 1, 2, 3, presionando la cuerda D. Y sería de la siguiente manera. 1, 2, 3, 4. ¿Ok? What if we put it together? ¿Qué tal si lo ponemos todo junto, uno detrás del otro, con el metrónomo encendido? Sería de la siguiente manera, y esto es lo que quiero que practiquen en la casa, ¿ok? Let's put it together. D, E, F, G, following the notes like they are there, using the metronome. Let's do it together. That's what I want you to practice. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 E, 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 F, 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 G, 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 G. Go ahead and practice that all this week. Plucking, that's step number 2, ¿ok? Eso es lo que quiero que trabajen en el segundo paso, toda la semana, ¿ok? Van a utilizar los dedos presionando la cuerda y vamos a pluck utilizando el metrónomo, siguiendo el tiempo, ¿ok? Estas notas de aquí abajo están un poquito diferentes. No las voy a hacer ahora en el video para que no sea tan largo. Todavía tengo que explicar el cello y el bajo. I won't explain this part down here. I will let you practice on your own because I still need to show cello and bass how they are going to put their fingers. So I will let you do this on your own. But if you can see, these are the same notes that we have right here. You just need to identify those notes and play one measure at a time, and then put all the measures together, okay? When you finish step number 2, by the way, step number 1, you need to identify the letters for this line here and for this one down here, okay? So make sure that you do step by step on both music staff, on both lines of notes, okay? That is gonna be important. Make sure that you do it for each staff, for each music staff, got it? Step number 3 is gonna be the last one, which is, can you also play it with the bow? After you finish identifying, naming all the letters, all the note letters, after you finish plucking and singing the name letters, like I did, we will come to play it with the bow. Después de nosotros haber podido identificar todas las notas y sus letras, aquí arriba y aquí abajo, después que hayamos podido hacer el pizzicato con el dedo de las notas y cantar las notas como acabamos de hacer aquí y también acá, vamos a ir al tercer paso, que sería, lo puedes tocar con el arco. Step number 3, we are going to use the metronome again. And we're going to use the metronome again. And we are going to play it, but this time with the bow. Make sure that you are holding the bow correctly. Take a look of my hand, how it should be done. Remember the thumb bent right there. If you forgot about how to hold it, there is a video on the previous weeks, so go ahead and practice it. We turn on the metronome and I will play the whole first line. D, 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 E, 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 F, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, G, 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 G. I will play the whole line using the metronome. Remember, D, E, F, G. Okay, let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Ding, 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 ding. Guys, that's how you do all the 3 steps. For the first line, you just need to do it for the first, but also for the second line. Okay? Again, step by step. Don't try to go to step number 2 and step number 3 with just this measure. Do step 1, identifying all the notes first, then go and plug and sing all the notes as well, line 1 and line 2. Then go ahead and play with the bow all the notes. Got it? That's how it's gonna be. For the viola, the notes are a little bit different located, but basically what I just explained, it's gonna help you as well. So, but the violas read a little bit different. Las violas leen un poco diferente. Como se pueden dar cuenta, las notas para la viola están localizadas en otras líneas y en otros espacios. Las cuerdas de las violas, aquí está el diagrama, tenemos la cuerda D aquí. ¿Ok? So tienen que asegurarse de seguirlo de la manera en que está aquí escrito. Pero los mismos pasos que hicimos con el violín son los mismos pasos que la viola tiene que hacer. Primer paso, vamos a llamar cada una de las letras. Esta letra de aquí, si se fijan, esta nota musical de aquí, la letra, ¿cuál sería? Vamos a ver acá el diagrama. Ah, mírala aquí. ¿Qué letra es? D. So, tenemos D, 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 D. Y básicamente va a ser lo mismo que acabo de hacer anteriormente con el violín, ¿ok? So, violas. Basically, what I explained before to the violins is the same for you, guys. The only difference is that the violas read music a little bit different. As you can see here on the diagram, the notes are located in different places for the viola. So that's what you need to practice. Got it? So if we go to the first measure here, we got these 4 notes in this space right here. So which are these notes? Let's go. Let's see. Oh, it's this space, right? Oh, that note is letter D. So we got D, 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 D. And basically, guys, you are going to follow the same steps that I did on the previous video for the actual violins. Not on the previous video, sorry. On the previous page here for the violins. We will go first and name each one of the notes with their letter right here and down here. Then we will go and plug and sing the letters. We are going to actually plug and sing D, 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 D. And then step number 3, we are going to use the bow to actually bow on the strings, okay? For my cello and bass. So, cello and bass, it is a little bit different in terms of the fingering. And cello, I want to explain you this. And even though this is not a cello, and even though this is not a bass either, I am going to show you how it's gonna be on terms of putting the fingers, okay? It's gonna be important. So for the cello, everything that I explained before for the viola and the violin is gonna be the same. So step number 1, you are going to name each letter note. Step number 2, you are going to plug and sing the letters while you play it. And then you are going to actually use the bow to play the measures. Remember, we are gonna do first line and also the second line. On this video, I did only the first line. So for the cello, we got if the cello is down here like this, we got all dogs get cats. So all right here, dogs is where we are going to put our fingers, like you see here in the diagram, okay? So when we plug that D string, the sound that we are playing is a sound of D. When we put first finger, it's gonna be the sound of E, okay? Then when we put second finger, we are not going to play the actual F, but because as you can see here on the diagram, it is empty. For you to be able to play the F sharp, this one here, this note, you will need to put the 3 fingers. So you just need to put 3 fingers instead of 2. This is for cello, okay? And when you put the 3 fingers, it's gonna be that sound of F, okay? Then for cello, for you to play the G, it's gonna be pressing all 4 fingers on top of the tapes. And it's gonna sound like that, G. Okay? That's the difference. The difference for the cello is the fingering. So cello, when you don't put fingers at all, that's D. When you put the first finger cello, it's gonna be sound of E. When you put 3 fingers, it's gonna be the sound of F sharp. And when you put the 4th finger, it's gonna be the sound of G, okay? That's something important that you need to keep in mind. So how we are going to do this, putting the fingers? Cello, think that you are holding a mug or a can of Coke or soda or something. That's how your hand is gonna be there to press the strings, okay? Your thumb is gonna be kind of like a line with the middle finger behind the neck, and then the other fingers are going to be there pressing. Something important that I need you to keep in mind that many students do. I don't want you to do it without the thumb, like trying to do this, because this is not gonna work. Because you cannot hold an actual mug just with these 4 fingers, because the mug is gonna fall, okay? So you need to have something to press on the back to be able to get enough pressure, okay? To press the strings. But basically, guys, that's how it's gonna be. Not just for the cello, it's gonna be basically the same thing for the bass, okay? Is that clear? So thumb on the back, and then putting your fingers on the tapes, making sure that this thumb and this index finger, they kind of like line with each other, so that you can have a good pressure, okay, on those strings. Got it? That's for the cello. In terms of the reading, it's basically the same thing that I was explaining before. It's just the matter of you putting the right fingers in place. For the bass, for us, bass is gonna be a little bit different. You don't have these many tapes, but bass, this is how it's gonna be for you. So bass, this is the D string here as well for the bass. And basically when you play the D, when you play the D string, you are without fingers, you are playing the sound of D. How you're going to play your sound of E is gonna be putting the first finger right there on the first tape. And then for you to play F sharp, you will see that the next tape that you have there is a little bit far away, right? For the bass, because you need to use all 4 fingers, okay? So the 4th finger is the one that needs to reach that tape that you have there, bass, okay? And that is gonna be the sound of F sharp. And then the G for you bass is gonna be the actual G string. That's why you have here that is a 0, because you are going to be playing this string right here. So again, bass, we got the D string. When you put the first finger, it's gonna be the sound of E. When you put all your 4 fingers on reaching that tape that you have there, it's gonna be the sound of F sharp. And then you play the E without fingers, the E string without fingers, and that's how you're gonna sorry, the G string without fingers, and that's how you're gonna produce the sound of G. Okay, so I hope this helps. I know that I don't have each one of those instruments with me here right now, but I hope this helps. The sound is gonna sound the same for everyone. El sonido va a sonar igual para todos. El sonido de D, el sonido de E, el sonido de F, el sonido de G va a ser igual para todos. The sound is gonna be the same for everyone, okay? The only difference is the way that you put your fingers when we get to the cello and the bass, okay? As a bonus, I am going to play the whole exercise, okay? I will do each step for the whole exercise. Step number 1, let's call the letters. We got D, 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 D. How it looks for the viola, it looks like this. D, 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 D. how it looks for the cello. It looks right here like this on the line, as you can see here. D, 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 and cello and bass read basically the same way. So that's why it's in the same place. So D, 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 D. I won't keep going back and forth. I will just do the violin, but I will play the whole thing. So it's gonna be D, 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 D. Let me use the metronome. I want you to use the metronome because that is gonna help you to stay on tempo. Voy a usar el metrónomo, vamos a estar leyendo todo el ejercicio. Eso va a ser un bono que le voy a dar para que practiquen conmigo. Paso número 1, step number 1. Let's read, name each letter. Using the metronome, we are going to name it. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 E, 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 F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, G, 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 F sharp, E, 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 D, 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 D. That's step number 1. Guys, basically there. You are going to identify the notes and read all the notes using the metronome on 70. Okay? Step number 2. Can you plug and sing the letters name? Let's see. I will do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 E, 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 F, 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 G, 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 F, F, E, 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 D, 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 D. That was step number 2, guys. That's how you should do step number 2. You are going to identify the letters and you are going to make sure that you can sing it and pluck it. Then we go to playing it. Using the metronome, using the bow, this time we are going to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, that's the assignment for today. Chicos, esa es la asignación para esta semana, for this week, actually, not this day. For this week, make sure that you practice. I think this is gonna take us 2 weeks. So this is something that we are going to practice this week and the next week as well. Because it's gonna take us a little bit of time to do all that, okay? Please send me videos, por favor, envíenme videos. Esto vamos a hacerlo por 2 semanas porque sé que esto va a tomar un poquito de tiempo y tarea. Asegúrense de, por favor, seguir cada uno de los pasos. Please make sure that you follow each one of the steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3 are important. So do each step together, okay? Por favor, hagan cada uno de los pasos. Cada uno de los pasos son importantes. Other than that, guys, I hope you are doing well. Happy New Year. And this is our week 4 lesson, okay? And this is gonna be also our week 5 lesson. So go ahead, practice. Remember, 10 minutes every single day. My suggestion, do one step at a time. Make sure that the first day, try to do naming each letter for this line and this line. Then the next day, read it again and do step number 2. Then the next day, go ahead and do step number 3. I think that is gonna be better And then the next couple of days, you can actually focus on doing everything. Got it? I hope this is clear for each one of you. Again, we are identifying the musical notes, the letters. We identify each one of all those letters first to make sure that we know which one is which. Then step number 2, we are going to plug the strings plus reading, singing the letters. And then step number 3, we are going to actually play it with the bow, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know on CISO. I will be there for you. So I think that's it for this video. I will see you later. Bye-bye. Let me stop this first. Okay, stop recording. Bye-bye.